it's not easy for somebody or a living perfect master to declare that there will be no war for over 30 years, and since then it has been. That is not an ordinary thing. This is Raypower 95.1 FM. Of course, we are the ultimate in style, the number one independent radio in Africa. And yes, this is another moment where we get to have live with us in the studio the presence of Satguru Maharji, the living perfect master himself. It's been a while we had you in the studio. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Blessings to everyone.
Blessings to you too. All right. Let's just not waste much time, because we had you while my colleague Ibitoye Oroku was drilling you with some questions, and I'd love to repeat some of these questions. But let's start with the state of the nation. Nigeria is so blessed, a nation. We have so many natural resources. We have great things that make the global and the foreign European countries want to feel attracted to us. But as it is right now, the country isn't experiencing some sort of peace when it comes to how the citizens live. And should we now say that with all of this happening, there's still hope for Nigeria to progress and become like the likes of the European countries?
Yes, even more than that. Even though materially, scientifically, technologically, we are still behind, but at least there's relative peace in Nigeria. Yeah, you can sleep and close your two eyes without minding what the other person will say. Unlike Europe and those materially advanced countries where they have new climatic conditions like tsunami,
earthquake.
So all we need to do is for us to look inward. And today, inward in the sense that we take full control of our resources, particularly the human aspect of us. And that starts from the home, how the children are brought up. And then when they go to school, not just go and read, but technical. I believe that if we can go that way, where by the age of 14 you can repair an air conditioner, telephone, iron, you can do plumbing, this and that. But today, we see even professors calling a mechanic on the road to come and check their cars for them. And becomes more wahala because he has been on hunger strike before he was given that job. And so he's after money. He can even break something there and ask him to pay, because why? There's a vacuum in the educational system.
All right. Well, still on the heart of the state of the nation, there's been several rumors recently about Niger, having some drifts with Nigeria. Lately Nigeria had to cut off 70% of the electricity that has been powered by horse right here for Niger. And of course, aside that, the impending state of inflation, on the crude oil, on transportation fares, even food items in the country, even the insecurity we have. Just yesterday, it was said in the news that somewhere in Plateau, a couple, teachers, newly wedded couple, were gunned down in the school premises. I mean, all of this, don't they just create some sense of fear?
Not even some sense of fear. It goes beyond that. When you look at Niger Republic's case, it's just the same thing that we were facing some years back. The military took over. There was insensitivity on the part of the leaders, the tribal, ethnic behaviors, attitude that tends not to take cognizance of the fact that we as people are all Nigerians now. And we should see Nigerians as such. When they see you through the you see you as a northerner, southerner, easterner, and so on and so forth.
When they see us divided.
Right, and so we cannot fully manage our affairs since it has become like chop, make a chop. Yes, and all this leads to the fact that we have lost the knowledge of the divine. It is with knowledge that we always will think about the common good, not what we see in America now. In America and Europe, it's individualism. Yeah, although yes, they fought a war before they got there, but we cannot say because we are colonial territory, we have to fight, we have to aid them. So whatever is happening in Niger Republic is something that has to happen because the leaders do not play the game well. And so I do not see any reason why Nigeria must take military action. No, if they love the people, if they love unity in Africa, instead of taking military action, they should supply them food. Oh yeah, yam, flour, rice, and then it is the people who decide that so they wouldn't even mind annexing Niger with Nigeria. But when there's trouble, you want to add a network, how do you quench fire with fire? It's being stupid, not understanding the pre-independent Africa and post-independent Africa. It's not based on what? Eat, drink, and wear. We want to know why we became slaves. What happened? The materials are here. Why are we slaves? Why can't we do something with it? And this is where I'm asking Nigerians to go for Maraji. Use Maraji. When you use Maraji, you support the president-elect who is there now. Or you give him your own ideas. Not ideas that will add more trouble to the situation. So if you see killings here and there, it's because there's no recognition or respect for the rule of law. People don't care. Once, of course, religion is the cost of it. Yeah. How? It's like this. I'm hungry for food, right? And I got to you. You are the restaurant man or an eatery around here. Then you give me a paper. Okay? Yes, this is it. Amala, rice here, tomato, juice, and this and that. Then the next minute, you wait for the food. You don't see it. You start chewing the menu list. Chewing the menu list. Say, hey, okay, from where? Are you from Zamfara? He said, no. From where? I'm from Jamestown in London. Is that what you do there? Now the question is religion. Religion tells you, in Latin, religio, binding yourself with the Creator. It means that you can't bind yourself with that book except there's a teacher who will direct. Except there's a teacher. You should talk about science. If you don't go to the lab and do the other practical aspect of it, that's what we're saying. So now, and once you are following the book, things will not go straight. Then money become God because that is what we are chasing. Whereas the divine law says, seek the kingdom first. Once you seek the kingdom first, everything
will attract every other thing.
That's it. Because we are all magnets. It happens automatically. The rivers, the birds, the ones who have wings, the flies. Yeah, so that is just the trouble now. And until that is cleared, I mean, people gave prophecies, hey, before the elections, I disgrace all of them. There'll be fight, there'll be killing. Tinubu will not get there. His hand is shaking. I say, okay, you are always used to what? 419 and carrying money for the schools. Imagine Nigeria here, 14 students in a room. Handouts. Lecturers are going on strike. What for? Are you a beggar? Because you didn't get salary. Is cassava not there? My dear friend, the world demand for cassava has not been met even up to 20%. Are you there? Have you not been made for 20%? And you are saying people are jobless. There's no courage. The government, the minister. Yeah. You say, hey, fellow Nigerians, we want to feed the world. All jobless students, high school graduates, oh yeah, come on now, we are going to go to a farm. They go there, you pay them 25,000 per month. And in about 2 years, man, some will further their education.
Definitely.
Some will not look like letter I anymore. They will look sound like a black African bull. There will be nothing. No politician will go and carry them as stocks anymore.
Now, sir, I'd love to ask you, why do people fail to understand this knowledge that you have? Why do people fail to seek for it?
You know, they are not failing. It takes time. You know, when you are a drunkard, somebody is a drunkard, to take the beer from him, you have to do a lot of things. He has to be able to see why you are saying so. You who doesn't drink, how you are faring up. Like, you know, there's a saying, say, by their fruits we shall know them. But you have to understand that it's political. Political in the sense that the Europeans said we have to die to see God. That black is a devil. In other words, it's a rejected stone. But civilization started from here. How could they produce European masters? Are you there?
Yes.
They show it. They are showing pictures that Adam is a white man. Abraham is a white man.
Even Jesus.
Jesus. And there's no proof.
No
I didn't see. But
No
then,
evidence.
here comes somebody in Raypower, 95.1. Say, call me anywhere you are. And he's doing it. And he's black. Hey!
This is real evidence.
You know,
I mean, live
the
evidence.
teacher is in the class now.
Okay. Talking about the living perfect master, the teacher himself in the class. How do you help people distinguish between light and darkness? Of course, you are here as light,
Yeah.
fully shining.
Yeah.
Now, how do you make people see this light?
Very simple. Wherever the person may be, once he understands the main reason why I'm here, to let him or her know that, look, the true name of the Creator at the beginning is Maharaji. Once he understands that and he uses it, applies it, call Maharaji silently, either he's facing problem with exams or bad market, because all these things are not just happening, there are forces behind it.
Darkness.
Yeah,
Dark
they are
forces.
there. And the dark forces are those who brought the books. Let us come out today. Those who brought the
Point
books.
blank.
Point blank, it is. Otherwise, hey, I saw Duro Ladipo with fire from his mouth. All the video machines were there. They didn't see where the fire was coming from. Is that idol worshipping? No, it's science. These things were dropped. Professor Ojobi made a car or something, a mechanical vibration. They killed him. There are many who have brought some, even in Maharaji village there's this brother who made an aircraft that flew, Dr. Koleku. They seized it. And they were giving us stories, Maharaji is kidnapping people, killing, sucking blood here and there. Because why? The Europeans are using religion with money, information war, to turn things upside down. So, and religion is part of it. Yes, because if I tell you that this is the road to Raypower and I stay underneath the signboard, will I get to Raypower? No. Religion says the Creator is there. But where am I going to see him? There's no Adam, no Moses, no Peter, no John the Baptist. What do I do? And so if somebody now appears and say, I can help, all I have to do is to try. Test him and say, hey, because even in the scripture it said, test every power to know which is divine. What people are looking for, the power that will make them immortal. Because they say if there's life, there's hope. And Maharaji is that one.
It's the life.
Yes.
The giver of life. All right. Now, I'd like to ask a question that has to do with people with bad, bad characters. Is it that they are yet to come into the light, or they are just being rebellious? Because so many people have heard of the name Maharaji. So many people have heard of several other names of, former living masters.
Yeah.
But still, it's like an inherent nature
Yeah.
for them.
We know that religion has been politicized. Whatever we are taking on now is something that will blindfold us, hold us perpetually. And there's no way you do it. Like Niger and Mali, Cote d'Ivoire, coup.
Yeah.
It's all by the Europeans. They sit down, they plan the coup.
It. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pushing money. Imagine me on 250,000 naira a month. Now you give me 4 billion. Go kill him. I'll say, yeah, don't worry. And they'll bring an announcement on TV, on the radio to support it. And if you don't do it, they will eliminate the person. So today you find that people who are not come, not that they don't want to come, but because now their jobs are at stake. And that is where even the scripture said, how will it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his life? Now people are dying at 71, 75, 43, 21. Then you ask, what did he do? He has done nothing wrong. Only is ignorant of the fact that the Creator's name cannot be omnipotent and omnipotent less. It cannot be. The Creator cannot be good and be bad at the same time. But because over the years, my good friend, man has been reincarnating with that impurity within him, and it has grown to a point where now, if you say this naughty, he gets mad, annoyed, there'll be fight. There'll be argument. So that is just because, and most of them, they are from the marine forces. Mami water, Papa water, Emery, all those people. The moment they see that, if I take Maraji now, my wife will beat me up, or my husband will not be happy. And that is it, because why? They are holding on to everybody not to move forward. Once you have the light, that is the time. Please come for the knowledge. Talk to Maharaji. You are going to be okay. In fact, there's somebody, I don't know whether he has been on this station yet. What happened? There was an argument between her and my auntie about who and what Maharaji is. In that argument, the girl was asked to just go to school. On the way back, he was given $10 million. He said somebody brought it. He kept it inside the car. Now they saw the name. They saw the name, they phoned him, he said he's on the way to the airport. They went to the airport, Calabar Airport. Please, we are looking for so person who told us that he's here to board a plane. And in fact, before we got there, they say he's already in the air. And now the staff at the airport now will say, there's no flight today. You say, what? No flight today? This is a bag full of $10 million. So I said to try Maranje, old boy, we have got everything. Hey, so all these brothers who want to move, man, they should use Maranje. Yahoo, you get money faster than Yahoo through Maranje.
So I'd love to ask as well, what are your ways of calling wrongs into order? Because we know that this life is full of right and wrongs, and a lot more people fall on the wrong path. But what are the ways to call these wrongs into order?
Well, like I am talking now, I do send press release all over to the leaders, to the students, telling them that look, this life is forever, and that if you commit to sin, you'll be in trouble. And don't forget that if you say you are free, your children will be there. There are so many families who have actually gone because of the sin of the father or the mother. Not only that, you see, knowledge is so important, but the name also carries a lot of weight, and there's no difference between the two. So what I'm trying to tell the people now is that if you have been in the life of maybe a kind of repetition every day, committing this and that, and you want to get out of it, use Maharaji. Put Maharaji under your pillow. I will reveal what is the cause, what is fighting you, what is delaying you, what is making you fail the exam, what is making you lose whatever. Because right now, if you look at it, it is only in Europe, Asia, America, China that are making scientific technological breakthroughs a reality. Here, we are just there. And that is the area I am very, very conscious about. I'm very, very deeply involved so that we start to make our own cars. Let the European feel bad that, okay, if we start making them, what would their people do is just thinking of a human being. The Creator will never leave the blacks and whites. He believes that lives of the blacks and whites matter. And so in an attempt to balance up, he will make sure that some things happen to cushion up for them. But we must start first.
Yes.
There's nothing. My father said, plenty meat, additional meat does not stop spoil the soup. I have 10 cars, and they say there's a new car called Maharaji, and this car, it can fly. Very cheap, durable, and nothing can happen to it. I will go and purchase it. I will try it, man. If it's okay, if it's not okay, I dump it. This is what I'm asking Nigerians now, Africans for that matter. Look at the African leader. They went on a meeting now. They're saying 555, and all of them, if you look at the standard of life, they are all having problems all over. And the problem is not something you can solve. If you give everybody 10 billion, it will be more. The problem is
will even be more.
It will be more because since they don't know how to produce, turn gari into oil, turn cassava into oil, crude oil into all these things we buy double 300% the price. Definitely they are going to still manipulate everybody. So that is my interest now. I want us to balance up scientifically, technologically. I am talking to the high school graduates, university graduates, yes, technical students. They should try whatever they are, and then they should report whatever their findings are to the government so that we move. It is our time now. Manaji is here, and I'm not the only one. They are my team. Me, I've shown myself. This is what I can do. They too should try me and see so that we balance up. So tomorrow, we'll be able to sit and say, yes, we came, we saw, and we have conquered the world.
Well, you've said it well, sir. Now, talk about the fact that you said you normally drop your press releases. I want to attest to that fact, that the recent one you dropped bordering about the Niger and the fact that the president of Nigeria wants to deploy some military force.
No way.
Yeah, so I'll just read it out exactly the way you said it. So you released a press statement kicking against the proposed moves by President Bola Tinubu to deploy military personnel for intervention in the troubled Niger Republic following the recent coup in the country. And in a statement you made, you warned that it was a wrong attempt. And of course, that's the wrongest way to restore the democracy in that particular country, using force and or deploying troops. He said it is the right of the people of Niger to fight for the restoration of democracy in their country if they so wish, and that any attempt by anybody anywhere other than in Niger will be tantamount to employing undemocratic means to achieve a democratic end.
That's it.
Now, with your knowledge of politics, can we say that in the next few years, in fact months maybe, we see really amazing candidates, local government councillors? Let's start from the grassroots, Senate candidates coming from the wall of family.
Why not? That's just why Manaji is here. If the ministers come for knowledge, all the same, governor the same, only that you can't force knowledge because it's something that has to be real in the person's life. Now, don't forget that when I declared no war in Nigeria, now it was just not ordinary because the Oyimbos are looking at it from this angle that how could we have top Africans all over the world? How can we have top Africans all over the world? And for the same black people to have a nation they will always go back to reinforce. it could be a threat to them. And so that is the reason why I asked them that if we are able to stop the war here, because they said there will be war before the elections, during the elections, and after elections. Why are we aiding the war in Niger? It's just like from here to Port Harcourt.
Very close to us.
Very close. So it's a trap. All they want to do is they don't want any strong Atlantean to be president. And I believe that at least what Tinubu is just like rice and stew that ordinary man would love to chop instead of the pounded yam that we would have needed.
Of course.
So all we do now is to make sure that he doesn't just start.
Sleep. Yeah.
All right. If he can stand up and wake. Look, in America, when Sadhguru Maharaji, Sri Prempasri Rawa was there, they chartered 747 Boeing aircrafts to India to receive knowledge. And that is what made America one of the powerful nations in the world through knowledge. It's not a joke. Even in New York, it's there. The magazines are there. If you dress well and you're working well, say yeah. Are you a devotee of Sadhguru Maharaj? Say yeah. So this is the situation that we are begging. In fact, the students should take it. Once they take knowledge, use Maharaj, it will click. It will click. The Creator knows the way to do it for us. This is our time. We must not fail.
Well, I really wish we had more time. Okay. We have to end this session by 6 o'clock so we can join our network studios for the news, the Nigeria Today, the latest updates around the country. But one thing I want to ask from you again, in a very short way, I'd love you to comment on the latest happening about the Kwara Muslims and the Oshun people. Say the Kwara Muslims are saying Oshun people should not come out for their festival. And apparently, it's still ongoing, and they are doing it. It's peaceful. I mean, Oshun is peaceful right now. Our friends all over there, touring and taking pictures and videos for content, and it's a rich, description of our culture. So, just like you've said that religion has caused a lot of havoc, this is a vivid instance. Now, what are the ways to curb all sort of issues like this?
I am the father of Ogun, Oya, Oshun, Orimila, Obatala, and the one. Today I am sitting here talking. So all they have to do is use that name. They'll be able to clear the air. But physically, there's need for one to take steps to make sure that our constitutional rights are restored. Because at least it's always good to fight in a peaceful way. When they go to court, the court will interpret it where on this earth they say the Kwara is an Islamic state. No way. It cannot be. Oshun can never. Neither. Why? Because Yoruba is Yoruba, even though we are not talking about tribe now. But today nobody can fight Yoruba in the whole universe. Calabar man is a Yoruba man, Igbo man is a Yoruba man, Uganda is a Yoruba man, South Africa they are. So now they have to wake up. The KBC should wake up. Invite Maharaji to give them knowledge so that they will not bear foreign names, so that they will not carry their hat, their crown to go to church. How can an Oba carry his crown to church to do for? When he can be a seniority Oba, he's the biggest person. He doesn't need any blessing anymore.
According to the culture, he himself is a blessing.
He can be he can eat and drink anything. Anything, what we will do it.
Anything goes.
Oh yes. But he will not break the law. Why? Because he was sworn in with the deities who are just there as the checks and balances of the human system to guide and protect them so that they will be not.
I'd love to add one more thing real quick. I really wish you come back, but then I'd love to ask, is there a way or are there preparations for interstate crusades?
We'll be doing that.
Yes,
we'll be doing that.
I feel like people need this now. You want a lot of university students to use the name Maharaji. How about reaching out to some institutions, the management, come up with a crusade, and trust me, a lot of people will see one-on-one what the name Maharaji can do for them.
We'll do that. We are grateful for this advice.
Yes.
For only we are asking our leaders. Like when I came back, I felt the need that this thing is very important. So I had to go ahead, moving here and there. For those who have heard me, they too, they can support Maharaji. All they do is get a place somewhere in Ibadan, in Calabar,
wherever.
Yes, they have made them trustees. They handle it just to save the people. How can you imagine me training my child, they graduate, only to go out, never to come back again? Hey, for long. It's not good.
Because they lack the knowledge, the divine knowledge.
That's it.
And the name Sadhguru Maharaji. I was going to ask one more question with them. Maybe you have to come back to that. Because I wanted to know how the name Maharaji saves people. I've heard several kinds of
You see,
sad songs.
anywhere you are.
I've heard several
like
sad songs.
It's like the air. Maharaji. Yeah. The motor will stop. Yeah, it could be in the air. Hey, everybody's fasten your seat belt. You start. Maharaji. You see Maharaji coming to the cockpit. I'll be there. If I'm not there, I'll send a rabbit. You go there, a rabbit handling. Everybody will be surprised. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for coming, sir. We really appreciate your presence.
Thank you.
It's always a beautiful time with you live with us in the studio. We'll look forward to having you again.
I want you to create a small parlor for me here.
No problem.
So that I won't go home.
No problem. We'll paint up our reception and give you one, we'll put a picture there. Anyway.
Will you allow me to stay here?
Well, if you promise or if you declare that we grow as a station, we experience speedy growth. Now we become one of the best ranking stations in the city.
Yes.
So no problem.
Blessings to Raypower.
Amen.
Hey.
All right. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. This was a beautiful time with the One Love family. We had an exclusive one with Sadhguru Maharaji live here with us in the studio. We look forward to having him again. But now we'll be hooking up with our network studios in Abuja for Nigeria today. Thank you so much for joining us, and bye for now.
Who's your guy? Oh, yeah.
Now the news on detail. President Bola Tinubu is stating the former governor of Rivers State, Peter.
I think there's a program.
This is shop, right? I mean.